What is going on, guys? This is Martin2Rules here, and today I'm going to be making you a Pokemon Go video. And before you start disliking the video saying, "Oh, he's hacking Pokemon Go. Oh my gosh, what a bad person. What a bad person. Let's go report him," and all that stuff like that. Calm down, everyone. Guys, I'm just hacking it for the purpose of the video, and so that you guys can actually see something interesting. Because in my area, there's not many Pokestops, and there's not many varieties of Pokemon besides Pidgeys, Weedles, and Rattatas. So I'm pretty sure you guys rather see hacked footage than actual just Pidgeys, Rattatas, and whatever. What's the third one? Oh yeah, Weedle, being caught. So, don't hate on this. I'm only doing it for the video and maybe to troll my friends a bit when I'm off camera. But yeah. So anyways, as you can see, I'm hacking a Pokemon Go, obviously, and I'm in actually this place, San Francisco. Some of you, probably all of you, know where San Francisco is, located in America. And if you guys didn't know, that's actually where Niantic Labs is made. Not made, but they're there. That's like their headquarters, if you know what I mean. So, I've been thinking about it, and tons of people have been saying, "Oh, Pokemon Go sucks. It's nothing like the DS. Oh, that sucks. Totally. Right?" And I'm like, I mean, I guess it's true, but I think I have two theories that I want to say on why I think the Pokemon Go is not like the Pokemon DS games. Now, we all know that Pokemon Go was designed by Niantic Labs. Are they exactly familiar with Pokemon Go programming, Pokemon Go Pokemon Go games, I'm stumbling. I mean Pokemon games, Pokemon stuff like that? No. But on the other hand, they do have DS and Pokemon International Company with them, maybe to help them design the game. But what I think is that maybe they're missing one key company that will help them actually create a better Pokemon Go. And that company is, as you guys must maybe know, it's Game Freak, the Japanese Pokemon DS made company. DS game made company. Now, obviously, I did read an article, and they did say that a Pokemon person from Game Freak did help out on the DS game, but I never said that the whole company got involved. I mean, obviously, they have Pokemon Sun and Moon coming out, so I don't think that maybe the company didn't really have time for Pokemon Go. Maybe they just did it with a few guys, just them, and just them going to help out Pokemon. But it's not really created by Game Freak, or it's not signed by Game Freak. It's not really, which sort of makes it a disadvantage, and why it's sort of different to the DS games, because obviously they have this thing called CP instead of levels or attack accuracy or whatever. And obviously IV hasn't changed from the regular DS games, but CP, and it only has 2 moves instead of 4. I mean, all this stuff. I mean, the levels thing, I don't exactly get why they didn't just add it.Maybe because Game Freak didn't want, Niantic Labs didn't want to copyright Game Freak, which is probably why I think they should have collabed with them a bit more, and maybe they can claim some non-copyrighted stuff, and all that stuff like that. I don't know exactly how that works, but I think that would be a pretty logical idea for Niantic Labs, and also that would help them out a lot for those DS gamers. Instead of actually staying in and playing their DS, maybe they can play Pokemon Go, and it being the same concept as your DS, except maybe they're gonna get out and active and actually go for a run to hatch their eggs. But I mean, now I'm gonna be talking about my second theory. My second theory is Niantic Labs and everyone there had no idea how to design their Pokemon Go game, and the deadline was coming up pretty quickly because obviously, apparently, they weren't gonna be ready for the official release day of Pokemon Go. If you guys heard, you guys probably don't recall it, but I remember they said they weren't exactly gonna be ready, and the servers were gonna be laggy and all that stuff. So maybe they just had to like completely go through it, say, okay, you know what, wants copyright, whatever, let's just go CP combat power. It's only like 2 attacks instead of 4, so it's less complicated, less coding, less everything like that. And, you know, they just completely rushed through it to create the game so that they can work on it. And, yeah, that's probably the cause of your servers crashing. Not that the game wasn't the bestly made then, and the amount of downloads it got, and the amount of people trying to play it, that the servers would crash quite often. I remember the first day Pokemon Go released in my country, Canada, obviously right above America, we were actually the last English country to get Pokemon Go. The servers were super laggy. I was walking around, I saw a bunch of my kids from my elementary school, because my elementary school is near my area, and they were playing it, and you know, we had a conversation. Then we went to this place that had lures, and then there were just probably 20-30 of us, not all different ages, some kids from my high school, you know, all that stuff like that. Yeah, so basically it was quite hectic, and that was just our area, and our area is really small, and there's really, like I said before, really not many Pokestops, so I guess someone had just put a lure there. And there's not many Pokemon that you can catch, but obviously when you saw like a 10 CP Pidgey, or like even a 100 CP Pidgey, you'd be like, oh my gosh, it's 100 CP, oh my god, that's so good. And now I'm looking at like 400 CP Pidgeys, and I'm like, another one. It's sad. But as I was saying, before I get too much off topic, I'm saying like maybe they had to rush into it and they couldn't add everything they wanted to add and everything that should have been added. I mean, both theories are logical, but I can't say which one I agree with more, because it could have been both. But I mean, you know, it's up to you guys to decide. If you think none of them are right, and maybe they just didn't want to copy didn't want to copy the DS game, yeah, you guys can just go ahead and tell me in the comments. But, you know, I find they should have made it a bit more like the DS game, and I told you maybe those are the 2 reasons why. Anyways, guys, now I want to talk to you guys about Pokemon Go itself and my perspective on it. I absolutely love it. You guys know I play it every day. I sing Misha's song about playing Pokemon Go every day. You know, I embarrass myself playing Pokemon Go every day. But you know what? I don't care. I play Pokemon Go every day, okay, guys? That's all I can say. Now, I'm going to tell you my real perspective on the whole game itself, like what it's about. Not just on my perspective about Pokemon Go and, you know, how cool it is and all that stuff like that. So first I'm going to start off with Pokestops. Obviously, there's not much to say with that, so I want to get over with. Pokestops, completely great idea, but can be dangerous at times, so make sure to be safe and be careful. But great idea, great concept on that, making it historical places. Heck, since it's local parks, maybe you guys can actually go like hang out at the park after playing Pokemon Go, or set a lure at that Pokestop, and you know, just hang out on the swing sets or something like that. But you know, just seems like a great way to get Pokeballs, raspberries, potions. It's great. I find it's actually really good. Keep it up and make more stuff like Pokestops. I think Niantic should make more stuff like Pokestops. Now, let's talk about gyms. Obviously, I do not really like gyms. Now, guys, I just did something so dumb. I accidentally clicked the stop button, and I stopped at, obviously, I do not really like them. So let me continue that sentence. Obviously, I do not really like them. I don't like the idea of you being able to tap. This is when I tapped it, and I accidentally paused. But, you know, I feel so dumb. But, you know, it doesn't matter. Obviously, I don't like the idea that you're actually tapping. I thought maybe it was going to be more like that DS type of game. where you're actually gonna choose like 4 moves or even the 2 moves that they added, primary and secondary move, that, and you would just like do infect damage, stuff like that, whatever, blah blah blah, and you know, basically how it worked. So I don't like this idea of tapping, charging up your secondary move. I mean, the charging up of the secondary move is actually pretty cool, but just the tapping idea and there not being like those moves and those type of potions that can heal you, I just don't like that. I think it should be a bit more like the DS game, as I've said before. What else is there in Pokemon Go? How about lures, incense, lucky eggs, all that stuff? How about items? Obviously, I think the items were pretty general, but I didn't like the ideas of potions becoming the thing to heal your Pokemon. I mean, they always were, just not to like completely heal them when they were dead, or when they were partially dead and all that stuff like that. I remember revives would revive you, but not when you were dead. It would be more Nurse Joy and the whatever Pokemon. I think maybe in season 19 it was a Chansey, or I can't. Yeah, it was. I'm pretty sure in season 19 the newest it was a Chansey. Something, a Pokemon like that, that will revive you and your Pokemon. Revive and you and your Pokemon. I think the potions are supposed to be used during the battle, not like right after. Not like they are used right now just to heal up your Pokemon and all that stuff like that. But you know, it's just my opinion. Maybe it's sort of. I mean, it is sort of used like after the battle of potions in the regular Pokemon game, but I just like to. As I've said countless times, like to be more of like the DS game type of thing. So we've been Pokemon. Oh yeah, another thing about the items is I think they should add that DS game concept where your Pokemon holds an item, maybe like that can give it like a 10% increase on their primary move. Maybe like, it can be like a 10% increase on their secondary move and a 5% decrease on their primary move. Stuff like that maybe might help you. Or maybe they can be like increases and it gives plus 10 HP when holding. You know, they think they should add an holding concept, and maybe you can't transfer the Pokemon when it's holding an item, and on occasion a Pokemon can spawn with an item, or you can find them off of Pokestops. But you know, just make it more like the DS game is pretty much my idea of Pokemon Go. Oh yeah, what was my third suggestion? About what was my wait? Sorry guys, I'm just having a bit of a memory loss. Not really a memory loss, but you know, I'm being a bit hazy. Guys, give me a minute. What have we talked about? Pokemon, Pokestops. Oh, Pokemon. I mean, obviously, it's fine, but if you look at it, Pokemon is sort of like those basketball games where you flick the basketball and you're supposed to make it into the net and score. I mean, it just turned out to be too much like that, which probably is the problem with. I think that has to do more with Niantic Labs than anything. But I mean, it just looks like Pokemon. It just looks too much like a basketball game, except the thing is a Pokeball, and the hoop / net, whatever you want to call it, is a Pokemon. So I think maybe they could. I mean, they can't really change that, so I don't have any suggestions on changing that. But I just find it doesn't look right like that. But you know, they can't really change that because that's basically the main aspect of the game. Anyways, what was I going to say? Oh yeah, there was one final thing I had to talk about. Okay, guys, give me a minute. I have to remember again. Pokemon, Pokestops, lures, channels, items. Oh yeah, how about the GPS itself? and the GPS system. So obviously this looks like this basically right now at the moment looks like a Google mapped version with added Pokemon and just a bunch of added random features. But I think that we should make it a bit more different, a bit more unique than just being a classic Google Maps thing. Obviously, we know it's helped by Google because, as you can see, it's with your Google account or your Pokemon Trainer account, which means pretty much shows that if it would have been helped by Mail Life, for example, obviously it would just not let you. It will not really let you have a Google account. But you know, I think they should change it more. They should change it more of not being a Google Map based game. I mean, that's going to take some major time, and I'm not expecting this to happen in a matter of days or weeks, maybe even a year or two. But you know, they should just change it up. That's all I'm saying. Make it special. Make it a unique game. Don't make it Google Maps styled, non-DS known Pokemon Go game. Because right now it just looks too much like a game that not the DS and the original Pokemon fans would actually be playing. More of like those guys who used to think Pokemon Go players were nerds, Pokemon DS players and Pokemon other players were nerds, and the guys like now they introduced Pokemon Go and they like it. Just change that up. I'm gonna suggest one or two suggestions extra. Obviously, I've suggested quite a few things during this video, but yeah. First thing is obviously what I was going to do about the footing system. I mean, as you can see in San Francisco here, you can just click on your settings and it'll show you a Pokestop with a Pokemon there, and you just click view and you will see it. And it's pretty simple. Maybe I've done it once or twice already, but you know, simple enough, correct? But I think that it's just not cool. I mean, great idea, great everything, but you know, it's only in San Francisco. I did check the updates, and it said nowhere to be seen of actually adding this across the world. Because I even went in the hacked version and checked New York. It wasn't. There was not this there. So I mean, yeah, I don't really like it. Maybe they are working on something, which I probably think they are. But you know, they better work on it fast. But my suggestion to them would be to maybe revert back to the original system with that 3-stepping tracking system. That was a great idea. I really liked it. Too bad it broke since the servers were crashing and all that stuff. But you know what? They should just resolve back to it. Also, I also think that when you're catching a Pokemon and you want to try and get a Raspberry, you have to click on the items, click on the Raspberry, and throw and do it. Just like you would be switching Pokeballs. But you know, I think they should have like I'll show you an image on screen. It would be just more ideal of it being like just the Raspberry at easy access instead of it being like taking like 2 or 3 clicks extra. It could save you a bit of time. For example, you're gonna be late for the train, and you know you just want to get the Pokemon quickly, get the Raspberry, whatever, throw it in. But I just think it would just be a better feature for the Pokemon Go game. I mean, guys, there's not much else to say. That's my opinion on Pokemon Go. Really like it, but still needs a lot of work. And in the future updates, maybe they can add some suggestions I've suggested. If you guys liked seeing this, make sure to give the video a like and maybe comment other stuff you guys like to see. But that's pretty much all for today. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next video. Bye. Eagle double G.